Oh my God.
The play of the day.
Runner left side, got it!
This is the play of the day. Check this out.
And Ohtani hits this one in the air to center field. That ball is well hit, and it's his 4th home run of the series. And his 22nd of the year.
10 home runs in his last 16 games. It was a typical Ohtani performance. Went 6 strong, hit a home run. There have been 15 home runs of at least 440 feet in the past week. Ohtani has 4 of those 15. That's courtesy of Bally Sports West. That's your play of the day. Play of the day brought to you by the great folks at Traeger. The Traeger's Father's Day sale going on right now through June 21st. Save on select grills and pellets and sauces and a whole lot more. Traeger.com. Also, you're going to love the Timberline grill. Traeger has the smart thermometer, the meter. Find gifts for loved ones, for yourself. Get fired up. Epic meals this summer with gear from Traeger. Shop and save at Traeger.com. Isn't this the worst case scenario for the Angels? They're in contention for the playoffs, and it makes it almost impossible to trade Shohei Ohtani because you're in contention. But can you see the Angels spending $600 million to re-sign him? Trade deadline is beginning of August. And maybe this turns out to be, a win-win from the standpoint of making the playoffs, having a nice run, and then you're going to keep Shohei Ohtani and you're going to spend $600 million. I haven't seen anything, and maybe one of you guys can find this. Has there been an offer for Shohei Ohtani? Is he just saying, or his representatives, let's wait until the end of this season? Because then he can walk. But if I'm the Angels, I at least have to know, are we in the ballpark? And if not, then give us directions to the ballpark of how much. What's it going to be? Just let us know. Because if they say, well, we're not going to re-sign right now. We don't want to do anything until the end of the year. Okay, now that might change my philosophy. Paulie has been on this probably since the Super Bowl, where he's like, you know what? If you're the Angels and Ohtani, you might be in contention. If you're in contention, then what do? You re-sign him? Does he want to stay? Maybe he looks at this and says, hey, we got something really going on here. But then what are you going to ask for? $600 million? I'm guessing. Yeah, Paul.
To me, this goes back to, we had Brian Windhorst, the reporter who covered LeBron. He talked about how he couldn't believe, going back to LeBron's decision to go to Miami, that the Cleveland team thought they had him, the team, the players. If you gave them a do-over and you didn't know if LeBron was staying, I think they would have had the total rights to trade LeBron at that age. He would have had no power to veto a trade at 25, 26. Imagine they would have traded him for the biggest haul in sports history.
You're saying during the season.
Yeah.
Because once the season's over,
you can't do anything.
Then they wouldn't have been able to.
But like the Angels right now, if they go to the offseason, it becomes a decision and they lose him for nothing, they go back to being the Angels who are both uninteresting.
Okay, but if they don't come up with an offer, like if the Angels go, give us, whatever you think the number is going to be, and then at least we have something to work off of.
Yeah, if they won't even present you a number that you could just match and then you move on with your lives. The problem is they're playing great.
Do they get a hometown discount? How many teams can afford Shohei Ohtani? 3, 4, maybe? Yankees, Mets, Dodgers. Would the Giants pony up? They lost Aaron Judge, but, Aaron Judge, what he's getting is different than what Shohei Ohtani is going to be asking for. Yes, Marv.
Padres like to spend money.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
And they like missing the playoffs.
Wow. Okay.
They're underachieving.
All right. Yes, they are. Yeah.
They're 33 and 35.
What's what the Padres hate?
Love their uniforms. The Angels, though, had the best record in Major League Baseball in June. And they've won 8 of their last 10, which makes it impossible to trade the guy. Almost impossible.
Yeah, but I got to know your number.
Yep.
And if you don't want to tell me your number, then what are you telling me? Do you want to stay? Tell me your number. If you don't want to stay, then that's okay. Then we have to find somebody who is going to be able to give us enough assets here. And Bob Costas said yesterday it'd be the biggest haul in baseball history. It'd be far more than what the Nationals got. in return for Soto. Yes, Paul.
I wonder if you could make the case. I'm not a baseball guy, but I wish like a Jeff Passing could tell us, would it be smart for the Angels to trade him to the Dodgers? The Dodgers have the number one farm system in baseball. They can easily afford Ohtani. Yeah. But you're giving Ohtani, who's not a kid anymore, he's like 28, and he's the novelty of him pitching and hitting. What if they gave the back half of his career to the Dodgers and they decimated the Dodgers farm system and maybe made themselves competitive over the next 10 years, the Angels, while hurting the Dodgers, you would think, other than having Ohtani and a bunch of other good players. I don't know. I just think, I wonder if there's any strategy to that.
I just want to know a number. That's all. Just give me a number. Let me know. Can we be in the ballpark here? That's it.